Welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name is Gabby.
And I'm Charlotte.
Today we have the 2023 Sportage HEV SX with us, and this week is going to be hybrid week. So what are we doing, Charlotte?
So hybrid week, that means that this week we have 4 different videos that are coming out to you guys, specifically about the hybrid vehicles. So we're going to be doing a walk around, we're going to be taking a look at some of the features and the screens, and then also comparing it to its gasoline model as well.
All right, so I'm going to start off with the exterior, and Charlotte's going to go do the interior of this vehicle. So now not only are we outside of the Sportage, we're outside. So this is Brantford Kia from outside the video bay. We just had to be out here, so if the engine runs, we're not going to gas anybody out. I'm going to start off by showing you the key fob. So on your tag, you have 2023 Kia Sportage HEV SX all-wheel drive in black. Now on the back of this key fob, you have your remote starter, so you can start your car from your key fob. There's the engine just turning on, so I'll get into why it does that. Give me a second. And then these 2 buttons here are for your remote smart park assist, so you can move this vehicle closer or further away from you. It's really nice if you're in a tight parking spot, because you can just have your car come on right out. So we'll get into the specs of the vehicle. So when you have an HEV, that stands for hybrid electric vehicle. It has a mix of an electric motor and a gasoline engine. So the engine in this one is a 1.6 liter turbo 4-cylinder GDI engine, and then you have an electric motor. So they work together to give you a mix of efficiency and performance. So in this vehicle, you have more horsepower and more torque than the regular gasoline Sportage. So that's 227 horsepower and 258 pound-foot of torque. So kind of a big upgrade. Underneath the hood, if you're just flooring it, it's going to be primarily your gasoline engine with the help of the electric motor. But if you're just coasting around, when you let your foot off the gas, it's going to allow the vehicle to do regenerative braking and build some more charge back into the batteries and replenish your battery life. So you never have to plug in this vehicle. Your battery's not going to just die. You'll be totally fine. It'll never let the car go into that low of a battery setting. It'll just turn right back to gasoline. All right, so on the front of the car, we have full LEDs. I'm not too sure how well they're picking up, but you have a nice big dash of an LED light there. Your positioning lights, your fog lights, everything, your turn signal markers, they're all LEDs. Then if you come down here, you'll see your fog lights. On the front grille, you have a mix of shiny black surfaces as well as a satin chrome. So I really like the satin chrome as opposed to just regular chrome because it hides some dirt better. So it looks cleaner even when it's not. Ours is not too clean right now. Coming along this side, I'm gonna have Charlotte get a little closer to the grille. We showed this on our previous video for the Sportage, but I really like how it's a 3-dimensional pattern. It adds a lot of texture and depth to the vehicle, a lot of styling. It just looks like a sharp vehicle. On the side here, we'll show you the tire size and wheel size. So we have 18-inch wheels. It's not a black, it's almost like a charcoal graphite-y color. Your 18-inch tires, and these tires and wheels are exclusive to the SX model. On the side here, you have body colored mirror caps, so whatever color you get, whether it's white, it'll still be the color of the body. You just heard the engine shut off again. I'm really happy it did that. Hopefully it's better sound now. So on the side, you also have your camera, and that's going to be used in your full 360 camera, or Kia calls it surround view monitor. Side here, you have some more chrome accents along. We'll come around to the back, and I'll also point out this little feature here. So you get some nice black accents, and they're 3-dimensional as well too, so there is texture. It looks really nice. The closer you look at this vehicle, the more things you pick up. You have full LEDs in the rear as well, so your brake lights, your reverse lights, your tail lights, they're all LEDs. It's a really cool design too. So the Sportage has always been a kind of funky looking vehicle, and they definitely stuck with their sharp styling elements. I'll show you that the trunk is a power tailgate. So where is it here? I'll press it there and it'll lift for you. You can adjust the height and the speed at which it opens. So if it's too tall for you, too short for you, you can change it. Back here, you just have your trunk. We've already gone into trunk space on the Sportage. It's the same as the regular gasoline. You don't lose anything. One thing I will show you though is it does have a real spare tire. And then you got more storage there as well. So I'll close this up. You'll see it close itself. And then along the back here, if you look closely, you see these little circles. Those are your parking sensors. So if you reverse up against a wall or another car, it'll beep as it gets closer and closer. That also helps with your rear collision avoidance. And then you also just have a backup camera hidden right over there. And then your wiper blade, it does have a wiper blade, it's just hidden under here. We did a video on that as well too, on how you can get it into service mode so you can change them or just check them out. We'll come along the side again. Another little design element that I want to point out is you have some more texture integrated into the reverse taillights. Or not the reverse taillights, just your taillights. Come along the side again, your gasoline cap. So once again, this isn't a plug-in hybrid, so you only have a gasoline port. You never have to worry about charging this vehicle. It'll charge itself. All right, and that pretty much sums it up for the exterior. Actually, I want to show you the windshield. So you can't really see it. Actually, you can't see it at all. You can only see it from the interior if you really, really look. It's a heated windshield and an acoustic windshield. So it provides a much quieter ride. And in the summer, not in the summer, the winter, I hope not the summer, if you remote start your car, it'll melt any ice or snow that's on your windshield. So no scraping, no reaching across your windshield, it'll get all of it for you. And then your wipers are also rain sensing wipers. So if it was raining today, they'd be going off like crazy. That's it for the exterior. I'm gonna have Charlotte take over and we'll do the inside of the vehicle.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Just kidding. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you guys the interior today. So obviously I am in the driver's seat. So I'm going to open the door and we'll start with kind of what we can see here, and then I'll invite Gabby. She'll jump into the passenger seat to give you guys a little bit of a better view. So okay, right off the bat, what do we see? So I want to first focus on some of the styling elements. Gabby really highlighted them on the outside of the vehicle, and something that I can really appreciate with Kia is I know a lot of you guys, when you're buying these vehicles, you're not really seeing them, but they truly have kind of stepped up some of the little details. I'm loving the design elements that they're giving us, and they're kind of speckled throughout the entire vehicle, which I think is just, I think it's fun, I think it's neat. So of course over here is you have this almost like a carbon fiber geometric design here. It is flat, it's not textured, but it does look textured, which is a great design element. Then also the door handles, you know, it's a unique shape. It kind of looks like a car key itself, which I like, but also, you know, easy for me to get my little hands in there. On the side as well is you do have memory seats. You guys know that I love this feature just because I'm short, my family isn't. And then for the seat itself is you have not one, not two, not three, but you actually have 8 points of comfort to adjust your seat for the driver. So front, back, up, down, and then your support, you know, backwards or forwards, backwards, and then also lumbar, which is, you know, a little more difficult to show, but you just gotta trust me, or you gotta come over for a test drive. I'll show you guys what we have over here as well. So starting on this side of the instrument cluster, traction control, battery reset, and then also your electronic parking brake. So I like to highlight this because most of the time it's in the instrument cluster, it's in the center, but this one here, it is on the side for the Sportage. Then I'll have Gabby take a look at the steering wheel too. So the first things that I really notice is you do have paddle shifters for changing your gears. You're gonna have your lights. I usually put them onto auto because I find that's more convenient for me. And then also wipers, so up, your rear wiper, and then also your mist. Clearly we need to put a little bit more wiper fluid in this bad boy. And then looking at the steering wheel itself, it's a very comfy shape. Little thing about me again is I like it when they have the little middle portion here because I find it comfortable to slip my thumb through there. And the steering wheel, it is heated for you as well. On this side is going to be more of your communication elements. You're going to have your chat commands or your speaking commands. You're going to be able to control the volume up, down, and mute when you press it in the center, and then also switch between your different channels for your radio. Mode is going to be your various types of media, so AM, FM radio, Bluetooth, etc. And then this one here you can set as your favorites. Again, just moving over to the right side of the steering wheel is you're going to have your driving elements. So up at the top is you're going to have cruise control, following distance for your cruise control, and then also your lane following assist. So here, this is how you can set it or adjust it or pause it as needed. And then something really great about the SX is we'll pan up to the screen if possible. Perfect. Is this one is actually fully digital. On the EX, it's only going to be this tiny little center in the screen. But as you can see, it's actually fully digital. It spans the full width of the screen as well. And you can see all of your different elements here. We've done lots of videos showcasing this, so I won't get too much into it. Something interesting I will show you while we're still fixated on the screen is this vehicle is equipped with different drive modes and terrain modes, which I'll show you in the center here. So you can see that there. But then the neat thing is as it's in drive, as I switch through the drive modes, is it's going to change the dials for me. So there's sport mode, gives a sportier look, eco, and then let's see if it'll flip into sport or smart. There we go. So as you can see, I think that's fun. I think that as you change the modes, it gives it a different appearance, which I think just helps with overall atmosphere of driving the vehicle, if that makes sense to you guys. I'm gonna actually have Gabi jump in the passenger seat now, and then we'll take a look at the other half of the vehicle. Close the door up. And welcome back. So in the center is we do have your standard Kia screen here. You guys have seen this lots of times, pretty much on all of our videos. So nothing too crazy going on here. I will show you as we slide it over, you do have your hybrid little I want to say a motocom, but that's not the right word for it. Your hybrid, showing your hybrid system here. Now, as part of EV Week, is we do have a video coming specifically on this screen and what it does and what everything means on it. So I'm gonna save that for today. So make sure that if you haven't subscribed, you are. That way you can know the ins and outs of that screen. Moving down is here, you're gonna be able to, this was actually introduced on the EV6. So from here, you can see your radio, media, setup, navigation, and then when you hit the fan button, it's gonna change to your temperature. And so it's gonna change your dials from volume to temperature, and then over here as well stays the same, front and rear defrost, so that's for your heated windshield, and then also auto climate control is there too. Now this is one of my favorite parts in every vehicle. I love that we have a wireless charger, so that is down here as well. You do have a 12 volt as well, USB for connectivity, and then also your battery, and then USB-C here too for fast charging. And then as we look down, you're gonna have your gear shift, which Gabi was talking about. Now you get to put a little bit of a visual to the name of it, of course. And then over here, we've got heated seats and ventilated seats for both the driver and the passenger. And then heated steering wheel, which I mentioned before. So nice and comfortable up here. Here is your drive mode and terrain mode select, which I showed you on the screen and how it affects it. So speaking of cameras, ours just cut out for us again. We are having a couple little difficulties with it today, so thank you guys for your patience and bearing with us. What I will show you is I press this camera button, and what that brings up is our 360 cameras. So Gabi was very gracious to walk around the vehicle, and she showed you all of the different cameras that this vehicle is equipped with. And now this here is putting them into action. So yeah, Gabi's gonna close her door. That way we can see it a little bit better. So up here is more of a bird's eye view. We've got your backup camera here, and of course, as you're in reverse, these grid lines are gonna move to show you where the rear end of your vehicle is going. And then again, here's just a different angle where it's almost like, you know, you are a third person and you are looking at your vehicle. So you can see how it's situated. We can even see Teddy in the back. We know that he is nice and safe there. So that's gonna be a big part of the cabin up here in the front for the driver and the passenger. We do have a sunroof, which I'll show you as well. Nice big sunroof. This is about as far as it goes back, but then as you bring it up, it does lift up in the rear too to give you a little bit more airflow coming in if you don't want the full thing open. So what we'll do now is we've covered the front, so we will hop into the back seat and we'll see how nice and comfortable it is back there too. Okay, so now we're in the back seat, so I'm gonna show you guys, of course, what I see here too. So first thing is space and room. I'm not very tall, 5'2", maybe 5'3" on a good day. And I did actually move this seat back to make it a little bit more normal, a little bit more realistic as to what legroom is like. So for me, of course, I am comfortable. And I do have a good amount of headroom here as well. Even with the sunroom, I still feel like I'm not feeling claustrophobic. I feel like I have space. I feel like I have room. I actually do drive a new Sportage, and I have had taller passengers, and they've never told me anything about being, uncomfortable. I try to make sure that they are comfortable, and this is a great car for that. For comfort and convenience features, I'll show you what we have. Both seats, they have a little leather pouch here. They have a little hook, and then also USB-C ports for fast charging. I'll usually loop my charger through here and have it connected and put my phone in here. As we move kind of into the center, you do have vents back here. That way you make sure that your passengers are getting proper airflow. They're nice and comfortable. And there's a little convenience pocket down here too. Again, if my phone's charging, I'll put it down here too. I just find it nice. It's, you know, I know it's there, I know it's safe. And then as for the seats, both of these seats have car seat anchors. So that is good. You can put your car seats back here. And then in the center, I know a lot of people always want to know what their passenger setup is going to be like. So you do have the center cup holders here that fold down. And then if you take a look at the door, I'll point out a couple things here too. Another cup holder or storage. You do have heated seats back here, which is excellent. The same kind of key-shaped handles and styling elements as well. And if you look down here, you can also see it. You've got your Harman Kardon sound system. So you know that, again, back here, they're going to get premium sound. So that's going to conclude the inside of the vehicle. So now let's head back out front and let's talk about what we're going to see this week.
All right. So that concludes our video on the 2023 Sportage Hybrid SX. That's a mouthful. Charlotte, what are we doing this week? You can
So this week it is hybrid week. So this is going to be video 1 of 4 of the different videos that we're putting out for you guys to see. And what we really want to do is we're showcasing hybrid vehicles, and then also we're going to do a couple ones that are Sportage specific as well. So one video that we have coming out is obviously with the Sportage Hybrid. The SX here is going to be the top trim, and we want to compare it against the Sportage X-Line Limited, which is the gasoline version in the top trim, to see what you get for your money, what are the key differences, but also what are some of the similarities. And then Gabby, what else are we doing?
All right, and then the other two that we're doing is we're doing a hybrid menu video, and I'm also going to be explaining what is a hybrid, how does it work. You don't plug it in, right? So how does it maintain its charge? Next video we're doing is drive mode selects. So what drive mode can you use to make your vehicle as efficient as possible, and what does each drive mode do to your vehicle behind the scenes other than just switching them? And our last video on Friday is going to be a fun one. We're going to show you remote smart park assist on the EV6. Now this vehicle also has it, so it works the same way. It's pretty fun. Stay tuned for that one. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you're notified when we post those videos. See ya!
Bye!